Hey guys, so this is going to be my monthly update from the Dense program from Knees Over Toes Guy. It's the months from March to April, so I hope you guys enjoy. I will be explaining the exercises and how they felt for me, as well as any tips that I have for you if you also are wanting to do them as well. All right, enjoy.
So this is called a reverse step up. This felt pretty good in the beginning, although my knees felt it a lot after the workout. They were very, very sore, even from something just like this. Now, a tip that I can give you is you're bending at your knee, you're not bending at your hips. I was making that mistake in the beginning, but later on I fixed that as well. When doing the reverse step up, you want to make sure that you're using your leg strength, not just bouncing off of your heel. So you want to lightly touch it at the bottom. And the higher you go, which this is a 4-inch drop, the more likely that your heel is just going to want to pop right back up. Now, this is a couple workouts later. Now my knee feels pretty good doing them. I still have to warm up pretty well with the 2-inch step and even on the floor, but everything is feeling a lot better. Now, this is a 6-inch drop off of the reverse step up, which is insane to me because I did not think I would get to this progression as quickly as I did. I still need to warm up a lot, and this is still an exercise that makes my knee a little bit sore, but not too bad. Now we have an ATG split squat with the heel down version. So if you've already done 0 or if you've already done the other progressions, you would know that the heel normally comes up, but with the next progression, the heel stays down. So that's why I had to start a little bit elevated before. To be honest, this exercise did feel a little bit awkward because I'm used to having my heel come up and my ankle mobility was not the greatest. So a tip I can give you to help you guys out is when you're doing the split squat, trying to keep your heel down, you want to push down on your heel the best that you can and still try to get that knee over your toe. That part is pretty easy for me. It's just keeping the heel down is the difficult part. And now you see that I am doing the heel down version for the first time all the way in the ground. I did have some trouble with balance, but it did feel very, very well. And I was very happy to be able to reach this in only a month. And how did it feel to do this versus the regular ATG split squat with the heel up? Honestly, there's no difference in the knees. It's all about your ankle mobility. He's trying to get you ready to be able to do more, which is honestly a great feeling. And then now I am doing the same thing but with a weighted version. I believe the weighted version, as well as he said it too, is it helps me get a little bit lower because I have added weight onto my leg. Yes, my heel did come up a little bit, but he allows like a centimeter or so to be lifted. And again, everything felt really, really good. I was able to stay in a very good position and very good progress to come. Now, these are called ATG squats. I was horrible at these. Doing 10 sets of 10 like really destroyed my legs. I was sore for days because I did not do any high volume for legs and I barely ever trained them before I started doing this program. So, how did this feel for my knees? Honestly, I did not feel it at all. Like I said, it was almost all quads and I honestly wasn't even doing them correctly. My body is leaning too far forward, I'm bending at the hips. So, my coach gave me final tips to be able to do it correctly, which you're about to be able to see. The tip that my coach gave me was that I needed to sit back more on my heels. As you can see, I'm doing that, and you need to start the bend at your knee, not at the hips, so you can keep your chest upright the best that you can. Now these do look a lot better, but I still do need to work on my depth. As you can see, I only got to depth after the last couple. I didn't realize that until I watched the video, and my coach also pointed that out as well. So yeah, these are a great exercise for strengthening your quads, and I cannot say anything more about them. Nordic hamstring curls. These are by far the toughest exercise you're probably going to do in the program. Even with the ATG squats like these, you have to be extremely strong in your hamstrings and the back of your knee, which unfortunately I am not. I'm doing the negative version as of right now, so I'm only working on controlling myself down and not really coming up. I'm helping myself up with my arms. So I thought I was pretty creative in the way that I set up the Nordic hamstring curl. Is it's basically 225 on the barbell because I weigh around 200 pounds. and then I put 2 dumbbells in front of the barbell so they don't roll as well. Now they are like hexagon shaped plates, so if you don't have those, I don't recommend it, but if you do, it works out very, very well. And then I have a 12-inch box in front of me just so I can control myself as far as I can, because that's as far as I can go as of right now. Oh, and also I forgot to mention is that there is a squat pad on top of the bar, so then my ankles don't obviously feel the metal. I don't recommend you to do that, so always have something like a towel or a mat in between there. And funny enough, as I got a little bit stronger, I saw other members do this. So they basically used a regular machine and they would put their heel into it and then they would basically just do Nordic hamstring curls on there. Now, obviously, I can't help myself back up, so I needed the box in front of me, but it was very, very good. And I feel like I'm able to control myself even lower. Now, this exercise is called seated good mornings, and they are very, very very good at strengthening the lower back in a very safe position. Honestly, this and another exercise called the Jefferson curls, which I do later, are the main reason why I think my lower back feels amazing on this program. And before, it would just be sore after doing basically anything involving hip hinges or my lower back at all. Now, I would be lying to you if I told you that these didn't make my back sore after the workout, but I kept pushing through and the soreness got less and less and less. And my strength in my lower back just got better and better and better because I'm able to do 35 pounds, and I was able to do 45 pounds, and now 55 pounds, and I'm able to almost get to 50% of my body weight, which then I'll be able to do the next variation as well. So the best tip I can give you for this exercise is that I want you to push your butt back more than leaning forward with the weight. If you do it that way, you'll do it way safer and you don't have to worry about rounding your lower or upper back. Now, this exercise is called leg raises for basically strengthening your hip flexors. Now, just to tell you right away is that I'm not doing them correctly because I thought you had to go parallel. You actually have to have your knee go higher than parallel. And to be honest, with this kind of rig, it's basically I have power blocks, so I can't get the monkey foot like I wanted. So I have to basically put my foot into that little area and lift it up. It works very well. Honestly, if you have power blocks and you can't use the monkey foot, this is a very good variation. You just have to start a little bit heavier. Normally, they recommend you starting with about 5% of your weight, but I'm starting with about 10% of my weight because that's as low as it can go. The first time I did this exercise, my legs were shaking. I couldn't sit down without them shaking because I have never trained that muscle in my life. So be ready for when you do these. Your legs will be sore for the first couple workouts. Now, the final exercise is a Jefferson curl. As I said before, this is an amazing exercise to strengthen your lower back, increase mobility in your hamstrings and your calves, and it's just a great overall exercise that I wish I did earlier. Same thing with the seated good mornings. My lower back did feel pretty sore the next day, but it recovered within the next 1 or 2 days, and it honestly I felt really, really good after the first time I did that, which was very scary for me because every single doctor that I've known has told me that you cannot add weight when you're rounding your lower back. But if you do it safely, as I've seen here, it really does make a difference in actually strengthening your erectors instead of just trying to avoid them, which is what I was doing for years. Now, I can't say if it was the good mornings or this exercise, but all I can tell you is that my back has never felt better after doing these for about a couple weeks, because I did skip them the first couple times because I was like, no, maybe I'll just do the good mornings and whatever. But as soon as I added these, man, my strength just started going up and everything felt amazing. It was honestly one of the best feelings I've ever had because I've had lower back pain for years from a ruptured disc in my back, and this has just gotten rid of almost everything. I'm not saying it's going to happen for you because I can't, but I will say that you should try it because it might work for you like it worked for me. This is the end of the video. Now, I didn't record every single workout or exercise, but I will do that next time for you. I hope you have a good day and comment below if you have any questions. See you next video.